Hello everyone, Ben Williams here with 100 Proof Whitetails and Whitetail Properties. And what I want to talk to you guys today about a little bit is a little bit of a unpopular opinion. Now you might see a lot of this no mow May, or I'm not mowing until July or whatever. With certain applications and instances, it's critical to get in that so you can have your planting dates effectively for your food plots. So I'm all for that. However, what I'm also in favor of is having strategic or kind of non-strategic, what I call kind of drunk mowing. And what I want to talk about with this is a specific example I had an idea of the other day, and it's something I put into practice on the properties that we hunt and manage, as well as some of my client pieces. Is this time of the year I'm doing a lot of strip mowing or patch mowing or drunk mowing, I call it sometimes, because it doesn't look pretty and it doesn't look professional. But if we're not putting plots in until late July or August, this is a perfect time to get out there and provide some mix of habitat for turkey poults and fawns. So don't mind my disheveled looking turkey runs and chicken coops, but what we have here is some approximately 7 to 10 day old chicks. Now as you can see, that's pretty thick grass right there along the edge of the coop, and they just can't get in it. So what I like to do in a lot of situations is strip mow or patch mow in some of my field areas and food plots, leaving the cover along the edges, etc., but getting out in those and making little strips and pockets and patches, because you can see they get tangled up in that. And with these heavy rains we had, you get a lot of moisture on these young babies. Now that's going to lead to a very high mortality rate, especially with turkey poults. If you can get 80% survivability with your turkey poults, in a domestic setting you're doing very well. In a wild setting, you can see that poor guy, he's tucked into all that grass. He's having a hard time making it around. Easy pickings for a predator on the ground level, but from the air he's protected. But what I like is a little bit of both. You have some nice mowed area, maybe not this low as I got in the yard, but you have some nice area where they can work along the edges of that kind of transition between overgrown goldenrod, as you can see along the edge of my coop. Just happens that because I don't maintain right up along the edge. And then you have open area where they can get out, bug, get some grass and everything else, and learn to do what turkeys are supposed to do. So in doing this strip mowing or drunk mowing, again, like we say, please enjoy your drinks responsibly. Never operate machinery while ability impaired, obviously. But what this is going to do is help you provide better brooding habitat for these birds when you have a mix of habitat. Now in states where we can't really do a lot of burning and stuff like that, some of these mowing steps are critical. You don't want these young poults or young fawns to get overly wet or overly cold, because then that's going to decrease their survivability. So I think a lot of times mowing is the right tool in the toolbox. I'm not saying go out and level that entire field unless you got to put in a crop like corn or soybean or something like that, but you can even get away with a later planting by switching your varietals. So just a little food for thought. It's not always a no mow May or a no mow June, etc. If the field needs it for what you're doing and what you're trying to accomplish for the wildlife, and if you can blend that into helping the survivability of these young poults and turkeys along the way, fawns, etc., you're going to do way better as a land manager down the line. So just take a step back, think about what you're doing when you're mowing critically, and that'll help you guys be more successful in having more fawns and more turkeys on your property. So hope you guys enjoyed that tip. We got Nora over there cleaning out the little turkey run. But I hope you guys enjoyed this tip, and we'll catch you all next time out in the field or at the homestead, wherever, providing good videos for you guys to enjoy. And if you disagree with me in the comments, let me know. I'd love to have a conversation with you about it. So thank you all for tuning in. I'll catch you next time here in the field or at the homestead. Take care, guys.